Welcome back to the Bible Reading Project. I'm Tori. That's Pastor Ryan. That's Pastor Mark.
Whoop, whoop.
We're coming at you live.
Yeah!
Good job.
We were so shocked
And she
yesterday. She pointed. We were so shocked I couldn't even do the Bible reading show. I just walked out. I had to leave, and I left her here. I'm sorry, but my heart was so happy. Do you remember when we started, right?
Yeah.
Have you looked back at the old ones with me holding the phone and Holy Spirit, read your Bible, everything, wrong excuse, right?
Yeah.
You came along and said, dude, that's dorky. We can take this.
Dorky.
We can take this up a notch. Yes. I took it as dorky. You have taken us to the world.
Yes.
60-something viewers.
Woo.
And our goal was to inspire people to read the Bible.
Yes.
This kid, put him up there. I like the world to see Milo. Milo, he's 7, maybe 12, somewhere like that. He's between 6 and 13.
Yeah.
He said he's reading the Bible every day, zero excuse.
Right.
We bring our #1 Georgia fan on who loves us dearly, follows along every day. She said she reads her Bible zero excuse. I felt like we've arrived. I felt like we did what God wanted us to do.
Yeah.
2 kids in the next generation that read their Bible every single day, zero excuse. You're going to change the world. I believe it. She's going to be a world changer. This kid, world changer.
Yeah.
And you know what? Want to ask you too.
Okay.
If they get famous, will you drive a bus with me? If they get famous, we'll drive their bus, carry their suitcases,
I'll wash their feet,
whatever. I won't do that. I don't wash feet. Ugh. Can't do that. But I would like carry her suitcases.
Yeah, right.
You're gonna be famous one day, preaching Jesus. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Me too.
Like really, I just have to take a deep breath. Like 2 people, but that's great. Jesus had 12. We've got 2.
Yeah.
So
Quarter of the way there.
Quarter of the way there. Well, almost.
I have a question for Tori.
Okay.
So, reading your Bible every single day, zero excuse. Does it make a difference in your life? Do you think the Bible has made a difference in Tori's life?
I would say yes, because a little can go a long way, and a year isn't exactly little, so yeah.
Yeah. In what ways do you think it's changed your life?
Like I said, attitude, and it's just a good habit.
Like when you say attitude, like where you're like, oh no, Mom, I'm not taking the trash out. Like that's you have that kind of attitude.
Can I answer that? I don't see her that way.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't see her going, I think if she did that, her mom would kill her.
Your mom is gangster.
But like taking the trash out and inside your heart, you're doing that, but not publicly. But do you see reading the Bible helps like that?
Yeah.
That's good.
Right. I just want to quit again today.
I think so, the 60 people would be upset if you did that.
But I'm so excited about it. I'm just excited you're here. Anything I asked you yesterday, anything you want to banter about that you just think, oh, I'd love to talk with him about this. Like any topic, a banter topic or...
Cheetos.
Okay. Call Nathan.
Nathan,
I'm gonna see if Milo eats Cheetos.
Okay.
Right? Tell the world why you eat Cheetos. Why you like them so much. She wants to banter about Cheetos.
Yeah, Cheetos. What's your favorite kind of Cheeto? Like original?
Like the original, yeah.
Original. Nice. Yeah, I like the puffy ones.
I do too.
They get stuck
I like
to
the
roof
crispy
of your
ones.
mouth, so you get to
I like the ones that are really crispy and hard. Yeah. But you know what I don't like? I don't like my fingers getting orange.
Yeah.
And you get to lick it. That's one of the best parts.
Hello?
Oh, Milo! What are you doing, little buddy?
We were watching a Penguins game.
Watching a Penguins game.
Are you eating Cheetos while watching the Penguins game?
We have a special guest on with us today. Her name is Tori. How old are you, Tori?
11.
Tori is 11, and guess what she did? She took the Milo challenge, and she's reading her Bible every single day, zero excuse. You have spurred a generation of kids to read their Bible every single day. Now it's not just you, Milo. Tori is actually on the show reading her Bible every single day, and Mr. Ryan and I wanted to call you and thank you for inspiring other people. You seem impressed. Hey, I have a question. So you're watching a Penguins hockey game?
Yeah.
Do you like hockey?
Yes.
Can you ice skate?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you use the little stick and puck? Can you do all that stuff too?
Yes.
Dude, that is incredible. Would you ask your dad maybe this week to send me a video or a picture of you ice skating doing that?
Yes, I wanted to go ice skating for a long time.
Well, tell him. Tell him Uncle Mark
Okay.
said take you ice skating. I'm going to Venmo you some ice skating money. How about that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm glad
Go
you
for it.
seem real happy. So we got a question. We called you for a specific reason. Tori wanted to banter. We just said pick any topic. What do you want to talk about? She said Cheetos. And so we thought we would call you since you're our number one official male fan and ask, do you like Cheetos?
Yes.
Do you like the puffy ones or the crispy ones?
The crispy one.
Oh, yeah. I love you, little Milo. That was my favorite, too. So, hey, thank you for bantering. Remember, send me a picture or a video of you playing ice hockey.
Okay.
Okay, we love you, and thank you for inspiring an entire world to read their Bible.
Yep.
Yep, I love you.
Bye, Milo.
Bye.
Get a plane ticket and come see me. So, there, see how awesome this is? We bantered about Cheetos. Two
Right.
kids are reading their Bible,
Yes.
but Jesus ain't happy.
Sure
Matthew chapter 23. Are you ready? Ugh. So I'm going to ask you one question, Tori, of why, and this is a question you can have time to think about. Why do you think Jesus is so upset is what I'm going to ask you. I'm going to start in verse 1. It's 39 verses long. But as I said on Monday, I highlighted some things. Verse 3 and 4, they practice and obey whatever they tell you, but don't follow their example because they do not practice what they preach. In other words, it's possible to believe things, but it doesn't change your life. It's possible to go to church, but it doesn't change your life. Read your Bible, but it doesn't change your life. Give your money, but it doesn't change your life. And then I highlighted these Monday. It says, verse 13, verse 15, verse 16, 17, 20, 19, he starts calling them fools, blind guides, snakes and vipers, he calls them toward the end, at the very end. But then look at verse 25. Verse 25, what sorrow awaits you, teachers of religious law. Remember, these are the people that read it, sing it, preach it, but they just don't do it.
Yeah.
Right? He says, you're a hypocrite, for you are so careful to clean the outside of the cup and the dish, but inside you are filthy, full of greed, and self-indulgent.
Right.
Why do you think Jesus was so upset with them? From your take as a kid, listening to Jesus call them all those names, why do you think he's so upset?
Because like all of the Pharisees and religious leaders are being hypocrites.
What, in your mind, what's a hypocrite? If you have to define, I want you to define it too. So think about it, what a hypocrite is. What do you think a hypocrite is? Because people say, well, I don't want to go to church, this is full of hypocrites. What do you think a hypocrite is?
I think it's somebody that is living two lives, but is too arrogant to admit that they are. That and trying to please everybody, including themselves.
Yeah.
I think that's what a hypocrite is.
Okay, what do you think your definition of a hypocrite?
Someone who teaches someone something, but then goes against what they taught.
Okay. Hypocrite is, you remember in the Greek, you'd have to kind of like study a little bit of, literature. But in literature, they would have the theaters, right? And the theaters, they would put a mask over them, right?
Right.
And sometimes we call it a masquerade. They would put the mask over their face. And even on some movies today, you see the masquerade ball, and they'll put a little mask on. And that is what they're referring to. Is the hypocrite that they're referring to is that you wear a mask, is that you're not the real person. In other words, what people see on the outside is not the real person that God sees on the inside. So it was the way it would have probably come across in their mind is everybody here that's professing something is really just an actor. You know, you watch Batman or Spider-Man or whatever, and there's Spider-Man on the stage, but really they're not. They're just acting.
Right.
You know, we know them as Spider-Man, and so when we see him out in public, we're, oh, it's Spider-Man, Spider-Man. That's exactly the way it was that Jesus was, looking at a generation saying, you're playing the part.
Right.
You're saying all the right things. You're doing everything that you're supposed to do, but you're not the real person.
Right.
And I think that's what the whole chapter was about. It's why he calls them hypocrites. It's why he calls them snakes. It's why he says there's such sorrow for you. It's why he says you're blind. It's because you're doing everything right, but it's not the real you.
Right.
You're doing it for all the wrong reason. I read that verse. It says, verse 25 again. He said, you're just full of greed and self-indulgence. In other words, the only reason you follow me is it's just all for yourself. There's nothing about you that wants to change. There's nothing about you that wants to be different. And I think that's the challenge, you know, so of what it means and why I think Jesus is so frustrated is he's frustrated that everybody he's talking to is just playing a game. Everybody's just another name in a movie, and they're not really who they are. Right. You know, it's kind of like I was watching something the other day, and I pulled up the cast of the show, right? Has their real name and then their cast name, their real name. And I think that's why he's so frustrated. Yeah. He's like, you're telling me you're one thing and you're not, and then he just says, it just does good not to follow him. And I love what you said. You said, it's influence. We have influence of what the world does to influence us to people that really aren't the real people of what it's going to turn out to be. Thank you for hanging out with us. I want you to open up again. That was incredible. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow on Friday as we wrap up Matthew chapter 23.